What's the difference between nominal GDP and real GDP?
Nominal GDP is just the GDP growth, so the change in gross domestic product, and then nominal accounts inflation. So, forget the equation.
That's all right, because Luffy will know it.
Wait, what am I getting the equation for?
How do you determine real GDP?
It's got inflation. It's GDP plus inflation, isn't it? I don't know.
Let's try again. Real GDP is nominal GDP
Plus
minus what?
Inflation.
Yeah, why? What's the whole purpose of working out real GDP?
You know how much your money's worth? The value of your money or something? No?
What is GDP?
Gross domestic product. Gross domestic product.
So would that be the value of everything a country's produced?
Yeah, no, that would be actually.
So if it's real GDP, you want to know the number of things they've produced, not inflated by higher prices? Would that be it?
Yep.
Oh, good.
100%.
Ethan, how do you get rid of cyclical unemployment?
You stimulate economic growth with increased aggregate demand. You can do that through increasing consumption and investment.
And how would you do that?
Influence interest rates.
Besides those, how else can you get rid of structural unemployment?
How else? I thought that was just the only ones.
What were they again? I forget.
Building schools, like artificially increasing demand, basically.
Structural unemployment.
Yeah. Oh, that's from changing skills. Yeah, right. I'm not sure.
So are we talking about productivity, mobility, costs,
increasing
efficiency? Is that what we're talking
decreasing
about?
Costs. Yep.
Fiscal policy. How do you use fiscal policy to get rid of unemployment?
So governments would spend more on like welfare payments to increase aggregate demand, and then stimulate jobs.
Tell me what you know about the Nehru.
The Nehru is the natural rate of inflation and unemployment.
There's no such thing as a natural rate of inflation, but anyway.
It's the place where there's no cyclical unemployment, it's just structural.
So if the Nehru is where there's no more cyclical unemployment and it's all structural, what is structural unemployment?
Structural unemployment is when those who are unemployed do not have the correct skills to be able to join the workforce, and they need to be reskilled.
Productive capacity and more efficient location, allocate the more efficiently in resources.
It's the supply side one. What about the demand side one?
Increase in investment.
And?
Consumption and government spending and X minus M.
Struck out. What are the sources of economic growth?
Sources of economic growth.
Because you need economic growth to create jobs, remember? So there are two sources.
Two sources of economic growth. I can't remember. Yeah.
Sources of economic growth.
Consumption.
He's talking about macroeconomic instruments. So what do you know about macroeconomic instrument use?
The demand side, they affect demand. That's about all I know. Maybe monetary policy.
Oh, tell me what you know about monetary policy.
I don't really know much about it.
How would you use that to get rid of unemployment?
Is that where you influence interest rates or not?
I don't know, you tell me.
They do that to they lower just raise them, people spend more.
And if you have structural unemployment, how do you get rid of it?
With microeconomic reform, so use things like build TAFEs, give people more training, just build more roads so people can get to work and stuff like that.
Thank God you're here. Can you explain to me, please, what cyclical unemployment's all about?
Cyclical unemployment is like determined by economic growth. So with high economic growth, there'll be lower cyclical unemployment.